Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center, man. If you found this channel due to your love for the game or due to you trying to learn more about the game, then you're on the right channel. Now, for this video specifically, I'm going to be breaking down Mike Evans' touchdown catch against the Carolina Panthers. So notice that you got one-on-one matchup on the outside. Now, one of the things you have to look at that there's not a lot of room to maneuver with. That's what happens when you're down in the red zone. So for the most part, you know that this is press man-to-man. He's about 5 yards off of Mike Evans. Now, the key as a DB is gonna have to be getting physical because everything in football is based off of timing. You know, everything like the quarterback is anticipating Mike Evans to be in this particular spot at this particular time. Now, granted, and you got to think about it too, especially if you have a pretty good defensive line. If I can get my hands and get physical and just throw off a few seconds of him trying to release from line of scrimmage, it gives my defensive line some time to crash down and make a play. Now, granted, I don't really see the full formation. I'm not quite sure if it was more of a heavy package and they had him and Mike Evans lined up on the outside or what. But and the reason why I say that because 9 times out of 10, this was the only option. You know, if you look at it and now looking at it, because I just seen Baker Mayfield at the bottom of the screen, you look and see that was his only option. So if it's not there, guess what? Now Baker can, improvise and beat you with his legs, but for the most part, they were anticipating on this route working. So if he get physical and throw off the timing, that may not be a touchdown catch, But if you look at his positioning, as a DB, a lot of times you're going to shade outside, depending on your help. Now, if you have inside help, you're going to shade outside. Now, granted, up here is no safety help, especially playing man-to-man coverage, because if the safety is probably matched up one-on-one with the tight end, running back, or a slot receiver, depending on the formation. So you pretty much know that you're on the island. So if I give him this release and he gets in, that's a touchdown. If I give him this release on the outside, that's a touchdown. So I have to kind of stay squared off in him, but the biggest thing is activity. I have to get my hands on him from a DB's perspective. Now, if you're looking at it from Mike Evans' perspective, you're pretty much saying to yourself, okay, he's squared up on me. I don't have a lot of time, because like I said, depending on how good that defensive line is, I need to pretty much make a move and I need to get into my route and give my quarterback a lane to throw. Now, as a receiver, you don't want to take so much time trying to be too deep and trying to be too philosophical on your release. Sometimes it's not that complicated. If you ever notice, if you watch some basketball games, you got some guys that they dribble so much on trying to make a crossover that it looks good, it's fast, but it's not covering no ground and it's not effective. Now, when you look at Mike Evans, it was a simple move. He swam and he got into his route and gave his quarterback a lane to throw the ball. But when everything is timing based, like I said, it goes back to that. It has to be a quick move. You can't sit there and take too much time just because, like I said, your quarterback is anticipating you to be there. And then you got to think about practice. So, this is a route that they probably drew up. So, like I said, they know their timing. That's what makes it so hard as a DB, because the quarterback and the wide receiver, they know their timing. They know where they want to get. They know where they need to get. And as a DB, you're kind of playing the guessing game, trying to figure out, and you're trying to look for all these different keys in terms of, how a wide receiver lines up or based off of formations, you know what I mean? But this was a great rep from Mike Evans, man. This was, like I said, a phenomenal release. And plays like this show you why Mike Evans is who he is and what he has done over the years, since he's been in the NFL, man. Pretty much since he's been in the league. I can't remember exactly how many years, but he's had all 1,000-yard seasons. And when you look at plays like this, you understand just how good he is. You know what I mean? Now, it's a lot of different ways you could have released on this, but this is just one of the many ways that you can. Like I said, man, I'm going to be coming to you with you guys with videos like this on a day-to-day basis, so sometimes it's going to be wide receiver versus DBs, and I'm going to post when a wide receiver wins the route, and then sometimes I'm going to post when the DB wins the routes. But then, like I said, I'm going to try to give commentary from both sides. That way you kind of can know what to look at and what to be focused on, especially if you're trying to educate yourself on the game, and especially if you're an athlete trying to take your game to the next level. But if you did enjoy this video, man, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, man, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell. That way you be notified on all things Rob Sports Center, man, because I got these videos dropping back to back, man. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.